Listening to people talk about what they've heard about the weather, and it seems like everybody knew we only had one more day of this high heat and then we get a break, and that is certainly the case. 75 degrees is our current temperature. Dew points are still in the 70s, so when you still see dew points in the 70s, you know it's going to be horribly humid, and that's the issue for this afternoon. Specifically between 1 and 7 is when we'll have the triple-digit heat index values that make it not only uncomfortable but dangerous, especially on the last day of this heat wave. Today we'll have a southwest wind. It'll just be a hot wind at about 10 miles an hour. Everybody's air temperature this afternoon will be about the same, in the middle 90s. The humidity will make it feel somewhere between 105 and 110. We may have a rogue location that reaches a heat index of 115, but most of us should be around 110 or less. Still extremely hot, though, and that's the issue. And that's why there's still a heat advisory in effect until 7 p.m. this evening, Jamie.
Okay, Kate.
For Kansas City, a little bit longer for our southern counties. Tomorrow, you'll still be pretty hot. But today in the city, we hit 95. Heat index values between 105 and 110, with maybe a rogue location hitting 115. Today, you'll see in your 12-hour forecast just how hot it will feel. For example, at 3 o'clock, it may feel like it's 108, very similar to how hot it was yesterday. Tomorrow's an impact day, not because of the heat here in the city, more so for our chances of showers and thunderstorms. Now, these are going to be scattered. They're not going to be over our entire viewing area all day, so you'll have to watch Future Scan with me to see when your best chance of rain will be. Thursday morning, there's a chance of rain, but the main thing is how much cooler it will be. I want to address tomorrow's heat. We hit 86. We get a break from the heat, but it's still going to be baking down to the south. So still heat advisories will continue across our southern counties through the day tomorrow. Hot heat index 107 during the start of the game. A hot breeze coming from the southwest. 10 miles an hour, so the same weather we had yesterday again today, which is why today is an alert day, because it is just so hot, especially between the hours of 1 and 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., the heat advisory will expire for Kansas City. Now, it extends through tomorrow for counties just to the south of the metro, but for today, we still have the heat advisory until 7 p.m. here in the city. We still think tomorrow will be a warm day, a hot day for some, but it's an impact day more so because of the rain opportunity or the rain chances for some coming through tomorrow. It's a problem because some of the thunderstorms could produce very strong wind. Also, any additional rain, especially anything over a ½ inch to 1 inch, could cause flooding. And there are some areas that may see 1 to 2 inches of rain. So we'll be monitoring for flash flooding, monitoring for strong winds when that comes through. Thursday, there's just a slight chance of rain left over in the morning. Friday and Saturday, oh my goodness, morning lows in the low 60s, afternoon highs in the mid 70s. Now, it may be cloudy and there could be some drizzle, can't rule it out, but at least the temperatures won't be dangerous. It'll be much more comfortable. Up to 81 on Sunday, a chance of rain on Monday morning, another chance of rain next Tuesday, and the heat and humidity once again start to build. Let me show you what we're tracking for tomorrow morning. First, thunderstorms arrive early tomorrow morning across northern Missouri. There could be 1 or 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for wind. Excuse me, when that comes through. Then the boundary stalls over us for a little while tomorrow afternoon and could perhaps spark additional thunderstorms to our south tomorrow evening, early into Thursday morning. This is the area where we will be monitoring for flash flooding. That's almost our entire viewing area. And then within this area, this extreme sliver across northern Missouri could see strong winds up and down. Take a look at this, guys. Oh my.
So pretty.
Goodness, it is such a beautiful sunrise over Kansas City. It's an indication, though, just how hot it's going to be today. It is 75. Dew points are still in the 70s, so it is going to be very humid this afternoon. On this alert day, we want to point out the hours between 1 and 7. Those are the hours where the heat index will be obviously the hottest. We've gotten used to that. We've done this a few times this July, but here we go again. The good news, though, the new information is that this is the last day of this excessive heat here in Kansas City. But we all are under this heat advisory today, where most of us will see heat index values as high as 105 to 110. The air temperature will be 95 degrees today, and that's pretty common everywhere. Do want to talk about tomorrow. We are impacting tomorrow, calling it a weather impact day because of the chance of rain, but it's still going to be a hot day for about half of our viewing area. especially from I-70 south. This area could still see heat index values in the triple digits, but a front is coming through, and after tomorrow, everybody will have a break from the heat. Let's check in with Johnny Rollins for this morning's traffic. Johnny, it looks like it's going rather slow. It had to deal with just fan cooled air, and that humidity still remains quite high. So that's why today is an alert day, because of the dangers of the heat that Brittany just went through. Let me show you the forecast and the related heat index values expected each hour. By 1 o'clock, we have a heat index of 105. Today in KC, we expect to see a heat index as high as 108. Tomorrow, we can almost split the viewing area in half. North of I-70, you will not be as hot as it will be south of I-70. From Kansas City southward, we may still get to a heat index of 100, just not the excessive heat like we have seen over the past few days here in the city. There's also a low-end risk for flash flooding tomorrow in this area shaded in light green. And within that area, there's an area in northern Missouri that may see storms tomorrow morning producing damaging wind.
Oh, goodness. Okay, appreciate the heads up there. Thank you, Katie. Well, Port KC is taking the first step toward a new development.
This is going to be an important number to look at over the next few days. As you know, our dew points have been in the 70s, so it's been really hot, really humid. But by Thursday, we see the dew points dropping into a more pleasant category. They'll be in the low to mid 60s. And here's a little trick. I've taught this before, but in case you missed it, if you look at our morning lows, they're usually within a degree or two of the dew point. So when you see our morning lows in the 70s, you know it's still going to be a muggy day, but when you see the morning lows dropping into the low 60s, there's your indication that we're going to have comfortable weather. So just look at that as you cross the board here. See how that number goes back up? So you know that by next Wednesday, we're back into the real muggy category again. Also on this 9-day forecast, today stands out because it's an alert day. It's an alert day because of the high heat. Our temperature will be 95. Our heat index will be 105 to 110. In most locations, there may be a rogue city that makes it up to 115, but most of us in that 105 to 110 range. And then tomorrow is an impact day. Not everybody will get heavy rain, but some will. Not everybody will get damaging wind, but a couple of these thunderstorms could produce strong winds. So we want to impact that day to let you know to be on the lookout for showers and thunderstorms. We'll give you the best idea we can as to when and where to expect them. But the first round will come across our northern counties by about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And a quick look at your weekend shows that it's going to be so much more pleasant than it has been for the weekend. Last night we had storms producing damaging wind move across Iowa. Tonight that same type of system will happen again, but this time closer to us, and that's where you see our rain chances begin early tomorrow morning. We'll be right back. Day because of the high heat. Tomorrow, about half of our viewing area will still have heat index values over, or at least into the triple digits from I-70 southward. Meteorologist Nick Bender is working to show you exactly when to expect the rain, hazards to prepare for tomorrow, and he'll go over that weekend forecast. I can tell you the weekend looks great.